Hello, English learners. Stop what you are doing right now. Sit down. Close your eyes for a moment. Take a deep breath. Ask yourself this question. Am I really learning English, or am I just pretending to learn? Everyone wants to speak perfect English. You want to talk to native speakers. You want to understand movies without subtitles. You want to get a better job. You want to travel and speak with confidence. You want people to understand you clearly. But here is my question. What are you doing today to make this happen? What are you doing right now to improve your English? Are you still just watching English videos and doing nothing? Are you still afraid to speak? Are you still making excuses like I'm too old or I'm not smart enough? Are you still waiting for the perfect time to start speaking? Listen to me carefully. This English learning journey is real. Your time is real. But your time is limited. You will not get another chance to learn English at this age, with this energy, with this opportunity. Today, I will tell you something no teacher told you before. I am not here to give you false hope. I am here to show you the truth about learning English. I am here to wake you up from the sleep you didn't know you were in. You want to speak fluent English? You want to be confident? You want to understand everything? Then don't just watch this video. Feel it. Listen with your heart. Listen like your English future depends on it. Because it does. Let's begin. Let's learn how to really master English, not just pretend to study it.
Lesson 1. Stop killing your English time.
You think you are studying English, but you are killing your English learning time. Every time you say, I will practice speaking tomorrow, you lose 1 day. Every time you watch an English video but don't repeat the words, you waste time. Every time you read English but don't try to use new words, you are destroying your progress. Your English time is your English life. You don't feel a day, but every day without real practice, your English gets weaker. Every day you don't speak, speaking becomes harder. What did you do yesterday for your English? Just watched videos? Just read? Did you speak? Did you practice? Did you try to use new words? Most students waste years watching English content but never practicing. They watch movies, they watch YouTube, they read articles, but they never open their mouth. They never write anything. They never try to use what they learned. Solution? Treat your English time like gold. Write down your daily English plan. For every hour you watch English content, spend 30 minutes practicing. Cut 1 hour of passive watching. Use it to speak, write, or practice. English time is your friend, only if you use it right.
Lesson 2. Stop blaming, start speaking.
Your English level is your responsibility, not your teachers, not your schools, not your countries, not your parents, yours only. Students waste years making excuses. My teacher's not good. I don't have money for classes. English is too difficult. I'm too old to learn. I don't have native speakers to practice with. My pronunciation is terrible. Excuses, excuses, excuses. Do you know who becomes fluent? The person who says, I don't care about my problems. I will learn English with what I have. Look around you. People learn English in poor countries. People learn English without teachers. People learn English at 60 years old. People learn English with terrible pronunciation and still become fluent. Example, think about someone who moved to an English country and couldn't speak at all. In 2 years, they speak well. Why? Because they had to. They didn't make excuses. They practiced every day. Solution. Stop being a victim of your situation. Write down your English problems. Then write one solution for each problem. No money for classes? Use free YouTube videos? No native speakers? Practice with yourself in the mirror. Take action today.
Lesson 3. Your English comfort zone is killing your dream.
You study English the same way every day. You read easy articles, you watch videos with subtitles, you do grammar exercises. You feel comfortable because you understand everything. But this comfort zone is killing your English progress slowly. Real English learning happens outside your comfort zone. You want to speak fluently? Then speak. Even if you make 100 mistakes. You want to understand native speakers? Listen to difficult content without subtitles. You want to write well? Write, even if your grammar is wrong. Most students never leave their comfort zone. Why? because they are scared to make mistakes. They are afraid people will laugh at their accent. They are afraid to sound stupid. But here's the truth. Every mistake is a lesson. Every embarrassing moment is progress. Every time you try and fail, you get stronger. Example. Imagine a baby learning to walk. The baby falls 100 times. Does the baby stop trying? No. The baby keeps trying until walking becomes natural. Solution. Do something uncomfortable in English every day. Speak to a stranger in English. Write a difficult email. Listen to fast English without subtitles. Watch movies without subtitles. Fail proudly in English, but fail forward.
Lesson 4. I will practice tomorrow is the death of your English.
If you always say, I will practice speaking tomorrow, you are lying to yourself, and this lie is killing your English slowly and permanently. I will practice tomorrow is the voice of fear. It means, I don't want to practice at all. Look around you. Students who become fluent are not the ones who say tomorrow. They are the ones who say now. They practice even when they don't feel ready, even when they are scared. They practice because they know tomorrow becomes never. You keep saying you want to speak English, then speak now. You keep saying you will start a conversation practice. Start now. You keep saying you will write in English, read difficult books, listen to podcasts. When does that tomorrow come? Next week? Next month? Next year? Example. You wanted to start speaking practice 2 years ago. You didn't. Why? Because you said tomorrow. Now, 2 years later, you still can't speak well. Someone else who started 2 years ago is now fluent. Solution. Set a timer for 10 minutes. Practice something now. Speak to yourself. Write one paragraph. Listen to one difficult audio. Don't overthink. If you don't practice now, you probably never will. Start now.
Lesson 5. Stop thinking about English. Start using English.
Your mind can be your best English friend or your worst English enemy. For most students, their mind is their English prison. You think too much about English and use it too little. You want to speak, so you think about speaking for months. You plan what to say, you worry about mistakes, you imagine embarrassing situations, but you never actually speak. You want to write, so you think about writing. You plan the perfect essay. You worry about grammar. You imagine people judging your writing, but you never write anything. Thinking about English is important, but only for a short time. After that, thinking becomes fear, and fear stops you from using English. You don't need perfect English to start using English. You just need to start. Example. Imagine someone who wants to swim. They read books about swimming, they watch swimming videos, they know all the theory, but they never get in the water. Will they ever swim? No. Solution. Think for 5 minutes, then use English for 1 hour. Make using English your daily habit. Success in English comes from using it, not thinking about it.
Lesson 6. Be that English student.
Don't be the lazy student who only watches videos. Don't be the student who always complains about being bad at English. Don't be the student who gives up after one mistake. Be the student who practices when others are sleeping. Be the student who speaks when others are silent. Be the student who tries when others are afraid. Be the student who continues when others quit. Be the student who inspires others without saying a word. Not everyone will believe in your English journey. That's okay. Not everyone will support your dreams of speaking fluently. That's okay. You support yourself. You believe in yourself. People will say your English is still bad or you're wasting your time. Let them say it. You're not here to stay at the same level. You're here to grow, to improve, to become the person who doesn't need anyone's approval because your English speaks for itself. Solution. Every morning ask yourself, what would a serious English learner do today? Then do that. Don't tell people about your English goals. Show them your progress. Be that student who people talk about years later because you never gave up.
Lesson 7. You versus you in English.
Your biggest English enemy is not grammar. It's not vocabulary. It's not native speakers. It's not your accent, it's you. It's the part of you that says, I'm too tired to practice today. It's the part that says, my English is good enough. It's the part that says, I can't speak like a native, so why try? That lazy part of you is your enemy, and you have to fight it every single day. You versus you. That is the real English battle. The lazy you versus the motivated you. The scared you versus the brave you. The you that wants to stay comfortable versus the you that wants to improve. Every day you wake up with a choice. Who will win today? Will it be the student who watches English videos for 3 hours without practicing? Or the student who practices speaking for 30 minutes? Example. Imagine two voices in your head. One says, let's just watch Netflix with subtitles. The other says, let's practice speaking for 20 minutes. Which voice do you listen to more? Solution. Fight your lazy English habits every day. Every time you choose practice over comfort, write it down. Every time you speak instead of staying silent, celebrate it. Slowly, you will become a different English learner.
Lesson 8. Build your English willpower.
If you don't train your English willpower, your feelings will control your English progress. I don't feel like practicing today. I don't feel like speaking. I don't feel like studying grammar. I don't feel like listening to difficult audio. Feelings are liars. If you follow your feelings, you will never improve your English. English willpower means practicing even when you don't feel like it, even when you're tired, even when you're busy, even when you made mistakes yesterday and feel embarrassed. Students who become fluent are not always motivated. They are disciplined. They practice even when they don't want to. They have English willpower. Example. You want to stop checking your phone during English study time. At first, you will fail. You will check it. But if you keep trying, if you put your phone in another room, if you write your goal down, you will build that willpower. Solution? Start small. Choose one English habit you want to build. Practice it even when you don't feel like it. Reward yourself when you do it. Soon, you will control your English habits, not your habits controlling you.
Lesson 9. Stop comparing your English.
If you keep comparing your English to other students, you will never be happy with your progress. You see someone speaking perfect English. You see someone who learned faster than you. You see someone with better pronunciation. You think, why can't I speak like them? What's wrong with me? But here's the truth. You are comparing your real English struggle with their highlight reel. You see their best moments, not their worst mistakes. You don't see their embarrassing conversations. You don't see their grammar errors. You don't see the 1,000 times they didn't understand something. You have your own English journey, your own learning speed, your own challenges. Example, you see someone on YouTube speaking perfect English. You feel bad about your English, but you don't know that person studied for 10 years. You don't know they lived in an English country. You don't know they failed thousands of times before making that perfect video. Solution. Stop following English students who make you feel bad about yourself. Focus on your own progress. Compare your English today with your English last month, not with someone else's English today.
Lesson 10. Don't take English advice from people who can't speak English.
Not everyone giving English advice knows what they're talking about. If you want to speak fluently, don't ask advice from someone who can't speak fluently. If you want to understand native speakers, don't ask advice from someone who only understands slow, clear English. Ask advice from people who have achieved what you want in English. Your friend says, don't worry about speaking, just focus on grammar. But can your friend speak well? No, they just study grammar all day and never speak. Your teacher says, don't listen to difficult content. But does your teacher understand fast, natural English? Maybe not. Example. Your cousin says English is too difficult. You should give up. But has your cousin ever seriously tried to learn English? No. They tried for 1 month and quit. Solution. Before you listen to English advice, ask yourself, does this person have the English level I want? If yes, listen carefully. If no, thank them and ignore their advice.
Lesson 11. Choose yourself in English.
The English learning world won't choose you. Teachers won't believe in you until you're already fluent. Native speakers won't be patient with you until you speak well. Language exchange partners won't want to talk to you until your English is good. So, what should you do? Choose yourself. Stop waiting for the perfect teacher. Stop waiting for someone to say your English is good enough. Stop waiting for a conversation partner. Stop waiting for permission to use English. Choose yourself. Practice by yourself. Improve by yourself. Believe in yourself. Example. You're waiting for a native speaker to practice with. You've been waiting for months. Meanwhile, you could have practiced speaking to yourself in the mirror for hundreds of hours. Solution. Create your own English opportunities. Start that English diary. Record yourself speaking. Join online groups. Don't wait for someone to give you a chance to use English. Create your own chances.
Lesson 12. Take English risks.
You want English success? Then understand this. No fluent speaker became fluent by playing it safe. Every fluent speaker took risks. They spoke even when they weren't ready. They wrote even when their grammar was wrong. They listened to difficult content even when they didn't understand. Without English risks, your English becomes safe, predictable, and weak. You're scared to speak English because people might laugh at your accent. So you never speak. Years go by and you still can't speak. But what if you spoke up once and it changed your English forever? Example, you're in a meeting. Someone asks a question in English. You know the answer, but you're scared to speak because of your accent, so you stay silent. Later, someone else gives the same answer and gets praise. You lost an opportunity because you were scared. Solution. Take one English risk today. Speak up in a meeting. Comment on an English video. Join an English conversation. Ask yourself, what's the worst that could happen? Then ask, what if this helps my English improve?
Lesson 13. Your English time is running out.
Time doesn't wait for your English to improve. It doesn't slow down because you're scared to speak or confused about grammar. You won't realize how much English learning time you've lost until you wake up years later asking, why can't I still speak English well? You're not too young to start speaking. You're not too old to improve. You're not too busy to practice. You're just making excuses. When will you finally stop watching others speak fluent English and start building your own English skills? Solution? Stop acting like you have forever to learn English. You don't. Every day you don't practice speaking, speaking becomes harder. Start now. The English clock is ticking.
Lesson 14. Nobody cares about your English mistakes, and that's great.
This might hurt, but you need to hear it. Nobody cares about your English mistakes as much as you think they do. You think everyone is listening to your pronunciation. You think everyone is judging your grammar. You think everyone remembers your mistakes. But people are busy with their own lives. They hear your mistake, and 5 seconds later, they forget it. But here's the beautiful truth. If nobody really cares about your mistakes, then you're free to make as many mistakes as you want. You're free to try, fail, and try again. Example. You said, I have 25 years old, instead of, I am 25 years old. You feel embarrassed for days. But the person you spoke to forgot about it in 30 seconds. Solution. Use this freedom. Make mistakes proudly. Speak badly, but speak. Write poorly, but write. Nobody is keeping a record of your English errors except you.
Lesson 15. Why not practice English now?
Students always say, I'll start serious practice next week, or I'll begin speaking practice next month. But what will change between now and then? Will you suddenly become braver? Will English become easier? Will your fear disappear? No. If you can't practice English now, you probably won't practice it ever. You keep waiting for the perfect time, but let me tell you, there is no perfect time to start using English. You will always find excuses. You will always find reasons to wait. Example, you've been saying you'll start speaking practice next week for 6 months. 6 months of lost practice time. 6 months of no improvement. Solution, whatever English skill you want to practice, start now. Open your mouth and speak now. Write one sentence now. Listen to something difficult now. Tell me why not now? You can't find a good reason, can you?
Lesson 16. Create your new English identity.
Look at your English level right now. Is this the English speaker you wanted to be? Do you wake up confident about your English? Or do you feel frustrated every day? Here's the truth. You created your current English level with your daily habits. And if you don't like your English level, you can create a new one. You're not stuck at your current level. You can change everything about your English learning. If your English feels weak, build it stronger. If your speaking feels scary, practice until it feels natural. If your listening feels impossible, train it until it becomes easy. Solution? Decide what kind of English speaker you want to be. Confident, fluent, natural? Then change your daily habits to match that person. Study like a fluent speaker would study. Practice like a confident speaker would practice.
Lesson 17. Break free from English expectations.
Other people will try to limit your English dreams. They'll say, you'll never sound like a native speaker. Your accent is too strong. English is too difficult for people from your country. You're too old to become fluent. These people are putting you in a box, but their expectations are not your English destiny. You are not born to speak okay English. You are not born to be good enough. You are born to master English, if that's what you want. Sometimes following your English dreams means disappointing others. Sometimes it means studying when they want you to relax. Sometimes it means believing in yourself when they don't believe in you. Solution? Stop living up to other people's low expectations of your English. Start living up to your own high expectations. Their limits are not your limits.
Lesson 18. Your English pain is your English power.
You've made embarrassing mistakes in English. Maybe people laughed at your pronunciation. Maybe you couldn't understand someone and felt stupid. Maybe you failed an English test. That pain can destroy your confidence or make you stronger. You choose. The strongest English speakers use their embarrassing moments as fuel. They say, that embarrassing moment taught me to practice harder. Don't be ashamed of your English mistakes. Be proud that you tried. You survived. You're still learning. That means you're stronger than whatever tried to stop you. Solution. Write down your most embarrassing English moment. Then write down what it taught you. Use that lesson to become better. Let your English pain make you powerful.
Lesson 19. Focus on English, not distractions.
There are two voices fighting in your English learning mind. One says, let's watch easy English content. The other says, let's practice difficult skills. The voice that wins is the one you feed more. Every time you choose easy English videos over speaking practice, you feed the lazy voice. Every time you choose entertainment over improvement, you make the weak voice stronger. But when you choose difficult listening over easy videos, when you choose speaking practice over passive watching, you feed the strong voice. Solution: cut English distractions. Stop watching only easy content. Stop choosing entertainment over practice. Say no to English activities that don't make you better. Focus on English practice like a warrior.
Lesson 20. Fight for your English dreams.
English doesn't owe you fluency. The world only rewards English effort. You might be a good student, you might have big English dreams, but if you're not practicing hard every day, English will ignore you. Nobody will give you fluent English. No magic app will make you fluent overnight. No teacher can make you fluent without your effort. It's all on you. You want to speak like a native speaker? Fight for it. You want to understand everything? Work for it. You want to be confident in English? Earn it. Solution: Stop waiting for English to become easy. Start making yourself stronger. Work harder than other students. Practice when others quit. Show up when others make excuses. Earn your English success with daily effort and determination.
Final message for English learners.
Maybe you're watching this and feeling sad about your English level. Maybe everything feels difficult. Maybe you've been studying for years and still can't speak well. Maybe you feel like giving up. Let me tell you something as someone who believes in English learners. Your English will improve. I'm not giving you false hope. I'm telling you the truth, based on thousands of successful English learners. There is always progress after the struggle. You just can't stop practicing. No matter how bad you think your English is right now, you are not finished. There is more to your English story. Your worst English days are not the end. They are the beginning of a stronger English learner. You think your English is terrible, but it's not. You think you're too slow, but you're just warming up. You think it's too late, but it's not. You think nobody believes in your English dreams, but I believe in you. You are not just an English student, you are a future fluent speaker waiting to rise. And when you finally speak with confidence, the world will be shocked and ask, where did this English speaker come from? And you'll smile and say, I came from mistakes. I came from embarrassment. I came from the bottom. And I made it to fluency. So pick up your English books. Fix your posture. Clean your tears. Start practicing again. Your English future is waiting. Your fluency is waiting. Your confidence is waiting. It's time to go get them. Thank you for watching. Practice English today, not tomorrow. See you in the next video. Keep learning, keep speaking, keep believing.